Hello, we're live, we're back. Welcome in one and all. God, that was a bit of a tight turnaround. I do apologise that we're slightly late, but I'm glad you've joined us for the action. Lions versus Sharks, part 2. The replay from Wednesday. I haven't got any team sheets up or anything yet. We are well behind on everything today, which is a bit of a bummer. But never mind. So, the breaking news that has been released in the last few minutes is that Marcus Smith will join the Lions. He will come in for Finn Russell, who is managing an Achilles injury, I understand. So there we go. Right, we will try and bring you some team news as it comes to us. But at the minute, I haven't got any because I haven't been particularly prepared. I do apologise. Right, how are we doing? Everybody? What's your tipple this evening? And what are we saying for this game? I'm saying that I think we're going to have another repeat of midweek. It was 54-7 in the week. We weren't live for it. I do apologise that we weren't live for it. There was some semi-final on in the football that England were involved with, and I went to the pub with my laptop and everyone looked at me like I was a weirdo because I got one screen on the rugby and one screen and I was watching the telly with everybody else. It was a bit peculiar, but there you go. That's how things go. Right then, there have been calamities of changes during today's game, but right, let's run through the teams very, very quickly as they make their way out, and Bill is dumped on the halfway line. Rory Sutherland in the front row alongside Jamie George and Tug Furlong. Into the second row, Courtney Laws replaces Mario Itoje alongside Johnny Hill. Tag Byrne, Hamish Watson and Jack Conan make up the back row. Onto the backs, Gareth Davis starts at 9 with a return for Dan Biggar at 10. Obviously, Finn is managing that Achilles injury, so he will not take part today. And Marcus Smith will get on a flight probably tonight or tomorrow. No, he's got to have a PCR test tonight. And if that's clear, he'll be on a flight tomorrow, is my understanding. On the blindside wing, Duan van der Merwe. In the centres, 12 is Chris Harris. And Elliot Daly at 13. Anthony Watson on the open side wing and Liam Williams at fullback. So, what do we think? What are we thinking? What are we saying? How are we doing? Wagwan, my G's. So, yes, Nigel Owens on comms for this one as well, which is, it's always lovely. Wayne Barnes is the man in the middle this evening. So, we will wait for Barnesy to get us underway. What's going on, Barnesy? You going to sort yourself out? Or are you still counting team numbers? Plenty of pyrotechnics for this one. There's smog everywhere. Everyone's ready. Dan Biggar will get us off from the Loftus Versfeld. And he will kick deep. And the Sharks will return that kick with no interest. So they only find the 10, but it's all offsides. So we will come back. Oh, sorry, no. It's coming back for the high tackle that Jamie George made. So a penalty against the Lions early doors. Right then. Just quickly run through while we're waiting to set up this line out. The 11 changes to the Sharks team. Makunu, Van Vuren, Herbst are the front row. Rowetts and Hugo in the second row. In the back row, we've got Richardson, Gumaid, and Buthelzy. And into the backs, we have got Hendricks, Crone, Abrahams, Costa, Koch, and Podgata. As Koch, or as they call him, Tarzan, gets the wins the knock on from a big shot on Daly. So we will have a scrum down. And everybody celebrates with Koch. Right. So we'll see how this first scrum goes. No doubt it's going to go down. It does. And it will be a penalty to the Lions. Jack Conan, interestingly, had stole the ball. So, there we go. Anyway, let me know what your tipple is this evening. What you're drinking. What we're saying. There you go. Nigel Owens just explaining what went wrong there. Tight head changed his bind and started binding on the arm, and that's what caused the loose head to collapse. So Lions now with the line out from the penalty about 6 metres out, and they will get that driving maul going, but they are being driven rapidly to the touchline, and they are in touch. So we will have another line out, but this time for the Sharks. Well, it has been a turbulent week for the Lions. They are not having the tour they would have hoped. South African camp riddled with COVID. The Georgian camp riddled with COVID. Was it the Stormers? They were riddled with COVID. Then there was a case in the Lions camp. And we saw those beautiful amateur scenes where you had a winger wearing the 10 shirt because it was the only shirt that fit him. And, the ball's gone really sloppy there. And somehow the Sharks don't knock it on and are able to kick clear. But only as far as Van der Merwe, who is thundering through. And it's going to be a try for Chris Harris. Great offload, great connectivity from the two Scots. And there we go. We've got the first try on the board. 5-0 within 5 minutes. The scenes you love to see. Anthony Watson keeps the ball in play. Spins it across field to Williams. Van der Merwe opens up the space in midfield. Attacks the hinge beautifully. And then a little offload to Chris Harris. Could have carried on going for it. But he didn't. He got rid of it. And rightly so. And Chris Harris will get his first Lions try. Not having a bad little series, is he? Considering all what people talk about is his defence. So Dan Biggar back into the fray. Last time he played was Japan. So it's his first outing in South Africa. And that one goes through comfortably. And Biggar has a 100% record for the series. So 7-0. So big kickoff, and Jack Conan will take that and take the contact as well, before Mish has a little carry and a trundle. Gareth Davis then to box kick away. And Hendricks carries up in midfield, and again Hamish Watson holding the man up all by himself, and eventually the Shark is able to get to ground. Big double tackle from Daly and Harris. Sharks not really going forward, but they are rolling through those phases into their 7th phase now. As it comes to Cock, who hands off one before it's brought to ground, and in his presentation it just springs out, but Sharks will retain. Look like they've got a little bit more about them in attack than they did midweek. Just a little bit more urgency than they had the other night. And Courtney Laws can't get out of the way. And the 9 sells it a little bit heavy, but Wayne Barnes is happy enough with it. And yeah, and the commentators are just commenting on it now. A lot of milking. We had who was it? The old Argentinian captain earlier today against Wales. He had a little dive as well. It's not good for the game. It's not good for the game. It's not what we want to see. It's not what we want to see. Van der Merwe, that just showing us the try again. Great strength and speed from Van der Merwe. Anyway, Sharks up to the Lions 22 and into it now, as Courtney Laws tries to have a little nibble at it, and the ball goes a bit scrappy, but they are able to fix that, and there's a spot over the top, and Watson will take that and call the mark, and recognises the space downfield and slaps his boot through that. And unbelievably, that's going to go dead from his own 22. He hardly hit that. Wow. He barely took a stride on that, and he's absolutely nailed it. First start for Anthony Watson, who's already sucking in a lot of air. 10 minutes in. That altitude does get to you. They say it's 18% less oxygen that these boys will be playing under. Anyway, from the 22 dropout, it goes down Bigger's throat, who slaps that up into the air, and Daly able to get the tip on, but Sharks regather it off the floor. Wayne Barnes happy that the fondle, the miscatch, whatever you want to call it, went backwards, and here's Van der Merwe again skipping through tackles, and Gareth Davis does well to get that away quickly. Oh, dildo hands, Daly! Oh, and that's why... That's why Daly is a dildo hands. Oh, look at this! We've got some fans on Zoom on here as well, and yeah, they're all cheering the Sharks. I mean, it's a soft try. It's a soft try. I mean, it's well taken. You give them that. Bigger out the back door to Daly. Takes it cleanly. And it just falls out of his hands. And Koch picks it up. Gets the offload to Hendrickson. Another offload. And then there's just no way they're catching them. So, 7 points apiece. That's what we're missing. I knew we were missing something. There you go. And Anthony Watson's been sold up the river there by Elliot Daly, which is a bit of a shame. It's not that one we want. There you go. Oops. There we go. Super. Right, here come the Sharks again, and they knock it on. And Bigger tries to pick it up, but he knocks it on. So we will have a scrum. GMP dildo hands. Do you know what I mean? Hands like absolute sausages. Right. Yeah. Sam Warburton on comms just suggesting that we give him a supportive tap. We've been doing that all Six Nations, mate. We've been doing that all Six Nations. And he's still got hands like penises. Right, fingers like dicks. Right, Gareth Davis on the little charge. And gets himself isolated, and it's a penalty to the Sharks. Lions just struggling a little bit early doors. And it's a great nudge that almost finds touch. And Bigger gets bundled into touch. So Sharks will now have a line out deep into the Lions 22. Interesting choice there. Went for a little tap first and then went for the big kick. So, not really sure what you was thinking there. But there you go. It's worked out for them as they go blind. And new skipper Jamie George is there to side him down. Ball is out a long time, cries referee Wayne Barnes. And around come the corner. Come the Sharks, and ball tracking's giving something away. They go blind. It's a little stab through. Williams can't get there. It's a try for the Sharks. Oh. The Sharks have come for revenge. Eee, we got a game on our hands. We've been whinging about the quality of the opposition. Now, I'm not saying that the Lions have had a great start to this game, but the Sharks have brought it. They want a piece. They're not happy. It's a great nudge from Cronge, I want to say. And the fans on the Zoom call are very happy. Oh, so, it was Abrahams that got that try, by the way. So we'll have a look at this conversion. It's not the easiest knock, and it looks like he's a bit impeded by the floodlights, which are pretty much right behind the posts that he's going to kick at from this angle, and he pulls it. So the conversion is missed. It's Sharks 12, Lions 7. Eee. Of course, if you're new to the stream, welcome in. Welcome in. Do feel free to hit that subscribe button. We do loads and loads of watch-alongs. We try and cover as many different leagues, from the Pro 14 to the Prem to the Super Rugby Atoa. We try and do the lot. As the kickoff comes in, and great take on the return kick from Liam Williams. As Gareth Davis struggles to get that out a little bit, and Furlong runs into traffic. Jack Conan then carries and offloads off the floor. Bigger with a little kick through of his own, but there's cover there comfortably, and has to step the onrushing chasers as the 9 arrives late, and Wayne Barnes asks him to get on with it. So Sharks then kick this one downfield. It's a bit longer than he would have liked, probably. Gareth Davis does well to regather that on the second attempt, and Furlong steps into 9. Bigger with a little crossfield kick. Elliot Daly with a kick of his own, doesn't trust his hands, and the bouncing bomb puts the Sharks under a little bit of pressure. And a penalty to the Lions, 5 metres out. And the Sharks are pinged for sealing. Oh, they've gone quick. Wayne Barnes asking if there was a knock on. And there was. So we will have a little pause in the play for a Sharks scrum. Wow. Quick start to this one. 17 minutes in already. And we've had 3 tries. Points per 22 metre visit. 3 visits for the Sharks, 12 points. 3 visits for the Lions for 7 points. So take from that what you will. Right, so they don't find... Oh, so no, this is the try again. So we've got the scrum. We're just waiting for a couple of little niggles to be dealt with. Oh dear. Right. Here we go then. 9 scoots round and picks up off 8 and puts his boot through it. Huge airtime on it. And Liam Williams gathers on the 10. Gareth Davis then flings it out to Courtney Laws, who tries a quick offload to Tag Furlong, who knocks it on. And we will have a scrum for the Sharks. Well, Sharks are up for this one. The Sharks won a piece, and that's what we like to see. So we'll have another scrum. What are your early thoughts on this one then? It's a very different looking game to Wednesday night, isn't it? As the scrum goes down in the middle, but the ball is available at the back. as Rory Sutherland observes the world upside down, and it will be a Lions penalty. So Bigger will look for touch and finds it. Oh dear. It's not a good start to the stream, is it? Yawning already. There we go. Interesting watching back a couple of the scrums. Just felt Manu on Wednesday just got his feet a little bit too long, a little bit too far behind him. It's causing him a lot of trouble. Anyway, the line out is up, down into the maul, and the Lions aren't really going forwards just yet, but they're creeping now as they slide off the side, and Jamie George is in. The skipper is over for his first try of the day. Happy days. And we are returned to all level at 12-12. Great work from the driving maul there. Just gets set up very, very early. Gets very strong and long. And just sort of nudges backwards and forwards in between the two. In between them all. Right. Bigger with a kick. Which he's going to miss. Will he miss it? Will he pull it or will he push it? Oh, he's pushed it. Didn't come back at all. So that ends his 100% kicking record. Paul Williams on Twitter says very competitive opening 20 minutes. You're not wrong, Paul. And Sharks will kick us off and put us down into the Lions 22 for Conan to carry back up, right up to the line, and then lazy tackler doesn't roll away, and Lions will have another penalty. Right. So, oh my word. Early night tonight, I think. So, line out for the Lions just inside the Sharks 10. Or just outside of the Sharks 10, rather. And Courtney Laws will be the jumper and goes off the top. Conan out the back door of Bigger. Carries up hard and heavy. Gareth Davis can't get the ball out of his hands. It must be a bit of an uncomfortable ball, that one, because Elliot Daly struggled and now Gareth Davis has struggled. As Bigger has to carry because the Russian defence is up in his grill. Courtney Laws then. Out to Van der Merwe on the wing, and Liam Williams clears out, as does Jack Conan. And Jamie George carves the hole. Little show and go. Should have gave it to Chris Harris. Would have been in for his second try, no doubt. And it's an interception. Has he got the legs? Van der Merwe chasing down, but he's not going to get there in time. And it's another try for the Sharks. Wow. Jadrick Hendrickser. Oh. If you're a British and Irish Lion, these ain't the scenes. What am I seeing? 19-12. The kick is good. Well, I'm not sure who made that pass, but it's not ideal. 2 poor passes have resulted in 2 tries. Right. Lions regather from the kickoff, and they're just outside the Sharks' 22 as Mish tries to wriggle out of a couple of tackles. Round they come the corner. Bigger finds a hole. Oh, it's a great timing on the pass from Liam Williams, and Van der Merwe is now in the corner. Is that 5 tries in 25 minutes? Sam Laycock, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Good to see you. Gareth Davis, intercept, shaky Maverick, can't be trusted. You're not wrong. I'm not the greatest lover of Gareth Davis. I think they would have taken Ben Youngs over him if he was available. I think Ali Price probably would have been the third choice scrum half. Not saying Ali Price is a bad scrum half. I'm just saying that they probably would have gone for the consistency of Youngs and Murray over maybe Ali Price. Sorry. Anyway, the kick is good, so we are all level, 19 apiece. The back and forth continues. 26 minutes on the board. Wow. Happy Lions fans in the Zoom call on Sky Sports. Right. Kickoff then from Cronje. And again, it's just inside the 22. And Dildo Hands Daly picks up that one quite comfortably. Gets himself just outside of the 22. So Davis trying to get forward to sit a little bit deeper and take that inside the 22. It doesn't work out. So they're going to box anyway. And they'll have to keep this one alive. Sharks then have the ball, and they are driving sideways more than anything else, if I'm honest. And the Sharks will kick away through Cronje. Puts a lot of airtime on that. And Van der Merwe has done excellently to get there, but the offload is a terrible one, and Daly can't pick it up. Right, 19 apiece. 1 second, I will be right back in a jiff. Oh, my apologies. I don't think we've missed anything, but no, it doesn't look like we've missed anything, but the dog was barking at something, so I had to just check what it was quickly. I do apologise. But we're back. Wow. Defensively, both teams have not been all that great, but in attack, it's been a tri-fest. Gain line success, 32-19 in favour of the Sharks. As again, they're getting some good go forward ball. Advantage coming for offside for the Sharks now. Interest dipped in this one a little bit then. It's a quiet stream, but it's quality, not quantity. So welcome in one and all. Welcome in one and all. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. What are your thoughts on the first half an hour of the game? We've got 10 minutes till half time, and already we've had, what's that, 6 tries. So the Sharks got the penalty, and the tee is on. So, oh, excuse me. I mean, they're fairly well set for this penalty. Right. Okay. 2 of 3 for Cronje. This to make it 3 from 4. And it's no good. It's dragged it inside the posts. So it'll be a 22 dropout for the Lions. Right. Bigger with a lot of air on that one, and Elliot Daly is there to greet the ball carrier, and the Sharks have to go on a bit of a detour, but they do get themselves back up to the 10 and now up to halfway. They're making sort of 4 or 5 metres every single carry. As now the 10 fires that one up and out on the full. But I think it went further back than it did go forward. So interesting to see where they put this one. Just outside the Sharks 10. Lineouts 1, 5 for the Sharks, 3 for the Lions, 4 now for the Lions. Both teams haven't lost a lineout yet. Up comes George, I believe. And Bigger fires it into Wayne Barnes. He does what he can to get out of the way, but it's no good. Oh. Bit of banter in the comms box from the Sky Sports team. Nigel Owens giving Wayne Barnes a little jib as he gets a ball in the back. Wow, there you go. I've always wondered that. I've had to ref a few like youngsters games, and I've never knew where to stand when you're refereeing. And Nigel Owens has just basically muddied the water even more. So there is no right and wrong place to stand. It's very difficult to find somewhere to stand, because you want to be on the sort of side of the ruck so you can see what's going on in the middle there. But equally, you're going to get slapped by a runner, as Barnesy gets a little bit involved in that breakdown as well. as Watson carries and gets over the first tackle, and it's required another 2 tacklers to bring him to ground. Johnny Hill now with a big shunt. Tag Byrne. And Bigger puts a little nudge through. Is he going to find touch? Oh, he's in a lot of trouble, but does well to find Koch, who spreads the ball wide, and it's a big kick downfield. Finds Liam Williams at halfway, who spreads it back to Anthony Watson, who uses those sexy dancing feet, and now offloads onto Gareth Davis, but he's bundled into touch, and and they've gone quick. And the Sharks now trying to carry up through midfield, through their fullback. Harris trying to hold him up, but not able to. Is able to slow the play down, though, as a result. Koch then looking to beat Anthony Watson. Liam Williams with the tackle out on the wing. Oh, Johnny Hill, got to watch that tackle height. It's a little bit high, it's a little bit chest on chest. But everyone's happy with it, so play continues, and the box kick comes in. And Bigger is out the back, looking for that. Van der Merwe then finds Dildo Daly, who passes it to Rory Sutherland, who is just going to carry that one up into contact. And Bigger floats one over the top, and it's too much for Van der Merwe, and the Sharks are in again for another try. And it's just very, very basic mistakes from the Lions that are being punished. Some people are doing themselves out of a test start here. Bigger just puts it on his ankles. He can't pick it up. And it's just a 2-on-1 to beat Daly. And it's in. Well, if you're a Sharks fan, this is fabulous. If you're a Lions fan, it's bloody awful. As this sun is starting to set. Again, I'm getting caught out. Anyway, the kick goes through the middle. It's all good. It's all gravy. Happy days. Four minutes left of the half. Sharks 26, Lions 19. Right. So, Sharks box kick away from the kickoff. As Liam Williams carries and Van der Merwe cleans out. And Gareth Davis is tackled as he's about to pick the ball up. So it's a penalty for the Lions. Well, this is a much better performance from the Sharks than it was on Wednesday. Lions will be 24, 25 metres out with the line out. Jamie George just getting this set up. And they go up in the middle after a couple of dummy jumps. Hamish Watson onto Gareth Davis. Big carry from Chris Harris, but there's two men there to clean him up, and they do. Then Bigger has a little dart. Courtney Laws. Tyke Byrne can't decide which way round he's going. Where's my moose? Finn Russell doesn't make that pass mistake from Bigger. No, you're right. And it's a try for Tag Burns. We have a try. On his Lions debut against Japan, Tag Burns scored a try. He's done it again today. Happy days. No, you're absolutely right. Finn Russell doesn't make that mistake, but he does make mistakes. He's one of those players, isn't he? When it comes off, it's amazing. When it doesn't come off, it's horrific. Right, we're all level. So, Lions are doing well at staying in there and bouncing back and coming back at them. The Sharks will know they need a lot more points than this to see this game off, that's for sure. Right, so 40 seconds left on the half. There we go. So Sharks kick us off downfield. And it's just outside the 22. It's perfectly weighted. And up comes Hamish Watson. And Gareth Davis puts this one up into the air. The clock now in the red. 26 apiece. End of the first half. Little dink through from Gareth Davis. And the Sharks will pop it into touch. Right, there is the end of the first half. That one whizzed by. Right, what we'll do, as always, we will take a short break. We'll give you some stats to look at, and I will see you in just a few minutes' time. $26 all, by the way. Oh no, that's not what I want. Share screen. Oh. Is that what we want? No. Oh. Okay. We might not be able to get any stats for this one. Okay. That's not quite what I wanted. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to do it like that today because I can't find any stats. Right, we will be back in just a couple of minutes' time. I need to pop to the loo very quickly. And, yes, we'll be back in a jiff. Right. We are back. Welcome back in, everybody. So, a decent first half of Ruggers there. Interesting from the old Sharks. They have turned things around a little bit. They've made a bit of a game of this, which is good to see. I was a little bit worried about this one. I thought it was going to be a bit of a dead rubber, but they have absolutely made a game of it. Joe Roos, hey, how are you, my brother? Welcome in. What are you drinking? We are on the Kangaroo Piss this afternoon as the sun has decided to come out, and I am filling up with Caspages. I'm getting whitewashed out to hell. I might have to run and grab a bin bag and just cover the window. You're good. You're a man of many words. Welcome in, though. Welcome in, one and all. Do fill up the chat with comments. Smash that like button and subscribe as well. That would be most appreciated. Creeper is in. Harris. Hey, he's not been too bad, to be fair. He's putting his stamp on this game. He's putting his stamp on this tour. It looks like he could be in with a shout, for a start in the tests. Daly is certainly he's certainly trying to do himself out of a test spot, isn't he? At 12 is weird, but I think he would be better. Absolutely heard about Marcus Smith. We were live for the England game when it was all announced, and he was still on the field. So we all knew, but he didn't know yet. And when he came off in the 66th minute, he got dragged straight into the tunnel and told. It was really nice scenes. Interesting that they've gone with Marcus Smith. What do you think? What do you think about that? I think that's pretty interesting. Marcus Smith on tour. I mean, of what's left of the 10s, I think he's the best choice, if I'm honest. I think he's a better choice than Sheedy. I think he's a better... I get Johnny Sexton is probably a more experienced choice, but I think there's still just too many concerns about head injuries. So I think it's a great show. Joe loves it as he's Quins. Are you a Quins fan, Joe? So, second half is coming up. The Sharks, I tell you what, they are opening up this Lions defence. It's a little bit worrying. Yes, I am. All right, here we go. Second half. Sharks kick us off and we are underway. Have we made any changes? I didn't see any changes. But the Lions will get us back underway, and these Sharks have stepped it up a notch. They're a little bit more aggressive off the line as well, which is always... I mean, it's proven a good test for the Lions, which is what they want to see. That's what they've come here for, is to have somebody have a go at them. So that's good. That's good. Right. So, line out for the Lions, and they go down into the maul. It's set very quickly, but it's rocking and rolling all over the place, not really going forward. So Gareth Davis goes to the boots, and Sharks gather that just about. And Wayne Barnes says had enough of that. He says there's too many knock-ons there. We'll have a scrum, and it will be a scrum down for the Sharks. Right. What are we saying about Marcus Smith, though? Do we think he's going to get a start anywhere? Or is he just going to be auxiliary cover? I think there might be a shout for him on the bench, you know, somewhere along the line. Maybe in one of the warm-up games. I can't see him starting a game. I mean, he's played fairly well for England, and he's shown that he can pick up a new playbook pretty quickly. But I don't know, it's a big ask, isn't it? As the Lions are over ball, and we're coming back for the knock-on. So we'll have a Lions scrum. I would imagine, half-time, the Lions have had a bit of a bollocking. I think they probably thought they were coming here to take an easy win, and they have not had it their own way. Don't think he'll get a start, but I think he'll come on in the second half somewhere. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I think that's a fair assessment, buddy. Of course, if you could be so kind while we're waiting for this scrum to slap the like button, it does help us out immensely in terms of getting seen. So that would be awesome. It's been a quiet day. The algorithm hasn't liked me today. I've found myself on page 2 a lot. But we move. It's quality, not quantity. Anyway, Daly stabs a kick through into the 22, and it's easily gathered by the Sharks, and we get a line out for the Lions. So four lineouts for the Lions, and they've gone to the front 3 times and to the middle once, and that time they went to the front and dotted it back to the middle pod and set them all up there, and they are slowly but surely rolling forward into the 22 now. Gav Stout is in the house. Wagwan, Gav. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, you think he'll get some time off the bench too, and it's another intercept, and here goes Cock. Oh, and they're almost bundled into touch, and in trying to prevent the line out, they concede the ball, and Williams is bundled into touch, and there's a little bit of handbags as there's some arms round necks there, but I think it's all fine. Nine, 10. All right, we're going to have a little word. Right. White ball, line out. Wayne Barnes not that bothered about around the neck. Nigel Owens was, but in the com box, but oh. Yeah, so we will have this line out. What are we doing here? What's going on here now? Where's Wayne Barnes off to? Wayne Barnes is off having a wander. Oh, TMO's intervened. TMO wants to have a little word with Barnes. Oh, hello. The elbow comes in over the top into Williams' temple. Oh, I'm telling you what, that's a red. That's a red for me. That's a red for me all day long. He's round the neck, and then once it's all finished, he's lifted his elbow, and his elbow dropped him in the face. I'm calling for a red here. If you're watching, what are you saying? It's definitely round the neck. It's a red, straight red. Yeah, so Jaden Hendrickson is done. It's a red all day. And out contact with the head, with force, with intent. There you go. See you later. Really needless in a friendly, to be honest. Right, so and Lions get a free kick. Too many in the line for the Sharks. Plenty going on in this game at the minute as they roll round the corner through Burn. Johnny Hills has a little snipe off the pick and go. Lions just getting themselves a little bit isolated, but the ball is available. Harris then carries up and is brought down by Koch. No release in the tackle, so another penalty for the Lions. As Bigger says, thank you very much. We're going to the corner. I'm going to put 7 more points on him if we can. Is there such a thing as a friendly? Gav, you've been listening to too many of my team talks. No, there's no such thing as a friendly, is there? Not in rugby. But you know what I mean. It's not like this is an FA Cup. An FA Cup? A Heineken Cup final. So, yeah. It's disappointing in the context of the game. So the maul is set then, and Conor Murray is now on by the looks of it. Penalty advantage coming for the Lions as Furlong has a little snipe 1 metre out. Here it comes. Ball tracking's giving it away. It's in the corner. It's Jack Conan. It's a try. Jack Conan is for his first Lions try. Happy days. It's a great work. Sharks not quite ready defensively. Jack Conan recognises it, forages for the ball, lifts it and is in the corner. And Hendrickson is on the bench with his head in his hands, realising that he's let his team down. Right, Bigger with the kick, and it misses again. So it'll just be the 5-point lead. Oh, I say misses again. He's only got to hit the post. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Right. So. We get a new scrum half for the Sharks. And Wayne Barnes just asking for everyone to be behind the kicker. And this one goes into the 22, and Daly finds a little space in the dog leg. Oh, but he can't keep his feet. And he's able to get that presentation back, which is good. And Hamish Watson finds Liam Williams, and now out to Van der Merwe, who boshes off 2 or 3 tackles and before he's brought down. Advantage? Is that? No. No, it's not. Oh, it is. It is advantage. And Jamie George, the captain, carries up to halfway. Van der Merwe then finds a little bit of space. Bounces off 2 tackles. Oh! It's a nice little flick inside from Chris Harris, but the shark is one of the Sharks is able to just stick a hand out and prevent Johnny Hill getting the ball. But the Lions have gone quickly, and it finds Elliot Daly, who skips around 2 or 3 tacklers again, and he's in for the try. It's another try for the Lions, and you can start to see the cracks open up with the shorter numbers on the park, with just down to 14, is already starting to tell, and these Lions pick up another 5 points, 36-26. And according to ball tracking, there's another 2 coming on. Six tries to 4. Possession in the last 10 minutes, 89% for the Lions, 11 for the Sharks. Oh dear, they've only gone and put the Sharks fans on the big screen, haven't they? That Zoom call's not a happy one. Right. Up come the Lions, sorry. And they will box kick away through Conor Murray, tour captain. Oh, it's been charged down! And it's Cock! Cock's in the corner! Cock scores a try! How many times can I say Cock in a few seconds before YouTube shut me down? Wow. The Sharks will not be defeated. They are not done. Wow. Conor Murray, historically, a phenomenal box kicker. One of the best in the world. He has struggled with his box kicking on this tour. I'm telling you now, I said it against Japan, and I'll say it again. Conor Murray needs more protection. He's got hardly any protection around that breakdown. He's only got a 2-man caterpillar, and that's it. No blockers, no nothing. The conversion is missed, and Cock is getting some treatment for, looks like a bit of cramp. Voots, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Yup, go Sharks. Yeah, man, they're bringing it. They're bringing it to the Lions. Loving it. Here come the Lions, though. Where are we on the pitch? I can't even tell where we are on the pitch. Mish being almost impossible to tackle as his shirt gets ripped. And Harris steps in as scrum half, and up comes Furlong. Again, Harris is there for scrummy. And Williams in at 10. It's all gone weird here. And Anthony Watson on the wrong wing, and he's off and running on to Daly, who just can't find a way through. Rory Sutherland on the carry then. Conor Murray charged down again. Can't be trusted. Ali Price for the test start. I mean, on form on this tour, it's a great argument. It's a great argument. As Burns now 4 metres out. Hamish Watson. Jamie George reaches over, and it's another try for the Lions. The matchday captain gets another try. Great speed of play from the Lions, and they are over the line. 43-31. It's an absolute try fest. I've had 12 tries in 55 minutes. That's mad. I mean, coming back to the Conor Murray Ali Price thing, at the minute you have to start with Ali Price, unless somebody can, unless the breakdown coach or the backs coach is going to get the forwards to organise themselves around the breakdown. Because I mean, you can argue it's Conor Murray's fault, but if he hasn't got the coverage there, then you know there's not a lot you can do about it. But there we go. Right. Kyle Sinclair and Wyn Jones take the field. So, straight swaps for the props. And, Simmons is on as well, as he takes his first touch. And he slips. So Conan is off. Right, now he's got a blocker in place, and all of a sudden the box kick away is absolutely fine. Gonna have to do better in the coming games. But I imagine he's going to get. I imagine he's going to get some more chances as Conor Murray snaffles up the kick. I'm impressed with the Lions' stamina. Not tiring at the high vowed altitude. How? They have been doing plenty of altitude training. They've been doing lots of work on the watt bikes with an basically replicating altitude. So they've dropped their oxygen intake by 18% as Van der Merwe beats 3 tacklers. Yeah, so they've been doing lots of work. They've been doing lots of altitude training. Daly spins it out to Liam Williams, and Watson. Oh, he's just a few metres out, and Conor Murray has a snipe. Sinclair steps in at 9 for Courtney Laws, who's repelled. Sinclair on the latch. Lions now working the forwards phases. Short the line. Advantage coming for the Lions. As we go again. Conor Murray trying to dig it out. It's on the miss pass. Bigger. Inside for Watson. Anthony Watson gets his first try for the Lions. Oh, sorry. No, he got one on the last tour. My apologies. It's his second try. It's his second British and Irish Lions try. It's his first one of this tour. Right. Anthony Watson with the try then. And 50-31 are the scores on the doors. There you go. Right. And the conversion is good as well. Interestingly, for the Lions, they've only got 2 backs replacements in Conor Murray and Bundyaki. So with Conor Murray on, it'll be interesting to see what they do on this 6-2 split. I don't like a 6-2 split. I much prefer a 5-3 split, but there you go. As Courtney Laws now carries up. Daly spins the ball out wide to Van der Merwe, who again is beating tacklers for fun. Everybody has been talking about how he's not going to have the agility for this tour, but he's beating defenders for fun today, as a penalty comes in for the Lions for not rolling away. And Bigger hoofs this downfield. Right. Top performers for the tour. Most meters made. Van der Merwe, 100 meters made. That must be today, surely. Can't be across all of the games. Right, Ken Owens with the line out. And it goes a bit sloppy. But Murray just about gets it. And we'll have another Lions penalty for not releasing. So another opportunity to fix the line out. And this one will be 6 meters out. So I'm calling down at the front. I'm calling front pod maul. As Ken Owens just waiting for the line to get set, and then they go up at the back and spill it down to the Lions. He's held up over the line, so we will have a scrum down 5 for the Lions. And this 14-man Sharks team now suffering under the conditions. They look a little bit less fit than the Lions, and they are struggling with the tempo, I think it's fair to say. Right. Here we go. And interesting to see that we haven't had as many... as I say that, this scrum collapses. But I was going to say, interesting to see that we don't have as many collapsed scrums today as we did the other night with Manu, who just got his feet just so far back behind his hips. Almost impossible for him to support his own weight. But this one's gone down. And scrum collapses again, so Conor Murray takes the quick tap, and they drive over. Sinclair just short. Tagburn, and he's got a free run in. Tagburn scores, and it was a great first half in terms of competitiveness, but unfortunately the Sharks have waned under the pressure of being 14 men, and the wheels are coming off. No organisation in that Sharks defence, and oof. So, Tagburn with his second try of the game. 59-31. You'd imagine this will go through without any problems, and it does. Oh no, come on, don't be like that, Vut. Don't be like that. I'm sure the tests are going to be a lot more competitive. And look, let's be fair. You've got the best of the home nations sides play, international teams playing against a club team. We will see more of the Sharks this season in the URC. Interested to see how that works out. From a South African's point of view, Vut, what's your view on that? Are you looking forward to being in the new Pro 14 as quick hands from the Lions in their own 22 as Van der Merwe again beats 1, 2, 3, almost 4 before he's brought down. And again, Lions just looking to use those hands and wear down this defence and rock them backwards and forwards. Yeah, I'll be interested to hear South Africans' thoughts on the URC as Anthony Watson breaks away and he offloads for Tom Curry, who puts on what you could call was a bit of pace, but it's not quick. But Tom Curry picks up his first Lions career try, and the scares of the first half are done. Great work from Watson there. Just breaks away, draws on 2 defenders, and just allows Curry to stroll in and go under the posts. True. Oh, that's regarding the club thing, isn't it? Yeah, club v international. Of course, if you're new around here and you're enjoying the content, then do give us a cheeky little sub. Very excited, especially starved for rugby after the Kiwis worked us out of Super Rugby. It's got potential. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a very bold move from the Pro 14 to invite you in, especially with a lot of the clubs struggling financially, and the league struggling financially. To add that travel expense into the league is a big ask, but it's got potential. It's got potential, hasn't it? Bundyaki is on now then. I'm not sure. It must be Chris Harris who's come off. But, yeah. Well, needless penalty from the Sharks as he runs around the side of the breakdown and slaps Murray in the face. And he doesn't slap him in the face. He just pushes him over and gives away a needless penalty. And the Lions will get up to the 10. Right. Okay. So, got to scrum down for the Sharks. Line out, not straight. Wagwan, Thomas. Getting bukakied by Casper and the ghostly trio. What am I hearing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Well, here we go. Scrum down for the Sharks. And they spin this one into midfield. Bundyaki into the fray, driving back with Tom Curry. This Sharks defence, sorry, not Sharks, Lions defence working hard, making sure they double up tackles, and a penalty to the Sharks. Johnny Hill can't roll away. Frustration. Wagwan, Tom. Wagwan. I'm glad you like that. Right. Look, the sun's gone in now. I'm all right. I'm a bit pasty, but I'm all right. Right, 10 minutes left on the clock. Sharks conceded 10 penalties. Much better discipline from the Lions in this game. Just the 5 from them. And the Sharks driving on the maul. Got a good little nudge on first, but it's all wheeled round. And now advantage coming for the Sharks. No advantage coming. So we'll come back for the penalty, which will no doubt go to the corner. Which it does. And we'll have another line out. So, coming up in the next week, we've got more from the Lions, haven't we? In the hope that some of these games go ahead, we will keep you... Well, I say we'll keep you up to date. I haven't really got a way of keeping you up to date. Unless you join the Discord, which you are more than welcome to do. The link is in the description. Come and have a chat. Come and have a chinwag. Come and chew the fat. And if, for whatever reason, I can't... the game's cancelled or whatever, I'll let you know in the Discord that I'm not streaming. And Liam Williams slips on the potential interception, and then he slips again, but the whistle is already blown. Not sure what for. Right. So, we're coming back for a line out on the 5 for the Sharks. It's another penalty causes this line out. And use it once is called from Wayne Barnes. Stan Bigger wrestles chest on chest to the ground, and Sam Simmons getting stamped all over as he tries to get out there. An advantage coming in, a cheeky little clip over the top, and Bigger gathers it, but the whistle goes, and Bigger not happy that he's been tackled after the whistle. And Wayne Barnes just shouts over to the Lions, discipline. Giving away about 5 penalties around here. Could be a card soon. Right, line out again. They shift the drive. Hands away, cries the referee. And they are. As Conor Murray fires a little shot on. Another advantage. Oh, you feel the card is coming. It's again another penalty is coming. As Liam Williams steals the ball and the whistle goes. As getting in at the side. Great take from Liam Williams though. As this game sort of peters out to its conclusion now. Right. And there you go. Conor Murray will take no further part in today's game. He is in the bin. So the Lions are without a 9. Right. The Maul is driving forward slowly but surely. 2 metres out now as they pile in. And it's going to be a Lions scrum. Without a 9. Who's going to put in? Right, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's a silly shot. He's basically just gone in to disturb the breakdown, but against some prop. He's a 9. He's just bounced a shot in for the sake of bouncing a shot in, and it's ended up in a yellow card. So both teams down to 14 to finish this one off. And Elliot Daly will cover at scrum half. Brilliant. Hands like dildos is at scrum half. Of all the players on the pitch, you have to have the one that's got a reputation for having penises for fingers. What am I seeing? As the scrum is driven on and Elliot Daly picks up and flicks it out the back door and it goes to ground. Liam Williams. Oh, fuck me, sideways. Liam Williams gathers it up and gets that sorted, but it will be a penalty for the Lions from the scrum. What are we seeing? What are we asking for? So we've got standing up and Bigger will kick relief. And you would imagine that the Lions are going to be pleased this one's done and dusted. Right. Line out, up and down, and Elliot Daly fires it into midfield for is that Bundiaki? Bundiaki there. Elliot Daly then showing off his fitness as he jogs around the park. Doesn't go cleanly to Sinclair, but it gets there in the end. He's off his weaker hand, to be fair. As Tag Burns skips past one and bursts the tackle. Tom Curry and Elliot Daly has to fire in now. So again, we have a new 9. Is that Sutherland? I'm not sure. Watson bursts through a massive... Well, he bursts through a tiny hole between 3 players. He slips. And can he hold him off? He can. And it's another try for Watson. That's phenomenal work. That's such a finish. And happy days for Watson. And so he slides off the one tackle. Then he bursts through a gap of 3 players. He slips and manages to miss the 15 tackle and then holds off another tackle before going in to score. Great try from him. And there's a reason why he was the best player for England in the Six Nations this winter. Beautiful try. 71-31. You would imagine that Dan Biggar is just going to be happy to take his time with this one. You would think. But he hasn't. He's nudged it. And we've got 45 seconds left on the clock. He missed the conversion. Lions not satisfied with 71. They want more. They went for the drop kick. Why did they go for the drop kick? Well, there you go. And Dan Biggar kicks the ball away with 9 seconds left on the clock. By the way, we had Key S. Bath school tour visit South Africa 3 years ago, and they were top blokes. Greetings to all 3 Harrys. Oh, nice. Are you up? You had a school from Bath come and visit, come and do a tour of South Africa. That's sweet. My club, my brother-in-law, is a long time ago now. Their team tour was South Africa. They loved it. They had an amazing time. As we got a number of knock-ons, and Wayne Barnes is about to blow the final. Oh no, it's a penalty. And Elliot Daly now on kicking duties. Fuck, you're late. You're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. Where you been? Yeah, Elliot Daly just gives it a tap and kicks it into touch, and we're all done in South Africa. That's it. Lions 71, Sharks 31. That was a decent game, to be fair. The scoreline doesn't really reflect the standard of the game. It was all level at half time. Sharks were well in it. Then the red card for Hendrickse. And, yeah, there you go. Was that my mate sipping on gin and tonics and Saka? Oh, that sounds grim. That sounds like that's got Messi written all over it. Right, so, that is the end of the game. That is the end of the stream. Thank you for joining us. If you haven't already subbed, please do sub. If you haven't joined the Discord, feel free to join the Discord. Come and have a chat. Come and have a chinwag. Come and chew the fat. Especially things like the new news, the breaking news. Well, it's not really breaking anymore, is it? It's about 2 hours old. That Marcus Smith is on his way to join the Lions. What else can we say? Yeah, we'll see you for the next game, which I don't know what it's going to be. So if you haven't subbed, sub and you'll get notified. If you have, fantastic. Right. As always, Welcome in, Nick. It's pronounced Saki. You sound Saki. Orcs. I don't care. My pronunciation, everything is terrible. See you around a big. Anyway, yeah, we'll finish up as we always do. Face down, ass up. That's the way we like to rock.